you miss the fairways here, the rough is thick, bunkers are no bargain.
So that could take Brooke into a share of the lead as Leona drops back to -7.
Once it gets to that, it's 22, yes.
Karen Stupples is with the final pair.
I think it's just this.
Minjee's using a wedge. 137 is the yardage. There's a bit of help in this wind. I'd say probably about 5 yards of help right now. Slight upslope.
From Min.
It's not going to be the easiest shot. Looks like a little downhill lie in the bunker as well.
Let's see if Minjee can unbreak this or break this tie.
Well, it's going to go left and is downhill.
The greens are just so pure here. We've seen the ball roll about as perfectly as one can all week long, which is, as a player, it's what you love to see. You know that if you hit a good putt, it's going to go in or at least have a really good chance.
You got 15 players separated by just 2 shots.
The rough off these fairways is quite lush.
And Minjee next.
It is very lush in places. You can get quite lucky at times, but you really don't want to take that chance of walking up the fairway with your fingers crossed, hoping to have a good lie.
Better just aim up that center stripe. It's nice visual the way the fairways are cut this week.
Ooh, and that looks like that may have settled down.
Could potentially have some tree trouble as well in our coverage today, playing as one of the easiest on the course today.
Back to the 8th, and how about that lie of Minjee Lee, Karen?
Well, actually the ball is actually suspended a little bit off the ground, so it's not all the way at the bottom of this grass. Minjee does work in meters, so if my numbers sound a little different to what they're saying, that's because mine are in yards, hers are in meters. Minjee has 120 yards, so it's just a short shot, no problem with the tree. Just has to judge the contact.
Maybe just caught that a groove high.
3rd shot at the 8th for Minjee.
And this one's uphill all the way to the hole, one you can be aggressive with.
Okay. Aggressive, and it pays off. And Minjee ties Leona at 8 under. You can at least see what it's doing to the flag. On the tee at the 9th, tied for the lead, Minjee Lee.
Well, with this helping wind, more than the players have seen all week, you've got to really judge where you're hitting. Now, this was in trouble left.
Wow. The first for Brooke got her to 6 under and within 3. Minjee Lee at the first, playing in the final pair with Akie Iwai, the overnight leader. And with
make that downhill slider.
That would give us a 6-way tie for the lead. Minjee Lee, short of the 8th, her 3rd. Yeah. And Minjee, who won her 3rd different major earlier this summer.
Playing at only 132 yards today.
Final pair is at the 9th, and watching them is Karen Stupples. Karen, how is it out there? Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon to you too. It's a little breezier today than has been the previous few days. Temperature's very warm, a little humidity going along, but very comfortable for playing golf because it's so overcast. Minjee did incredibly well to get it onto the green surface. She found a really scruffy lie in the rough with her tee shot. Was lucky enough to, it was just a short club in her hands, just a 9-iron, but gouged it out and got it to the front edge of this green. going to have a little bit of downhill in this part as it approaches the hole.
Great seat, as you'd expect, for the CEO of CPKC, Keith Creel, his wife Ginger, watching on as the final pair has made it to the rink hole. And just a quick note, Aphrodite Ding has been a big part of the story this week. The 15-year-old amateur has moved it to 6 under par. And now Minjee ready at the 10th.
What's this hole playing 132? Haven't had a signal from Mikey Caddy yet, but this could be a big wedge for Minjee. Wind off the right. This one drawing towards the hole. Looks good.
She really looks like she's covering it really nicely, staying on top of it with her upper body down and through the shot.
Keeps getting bigger. You played it so many years, Morgan. It used to be a major.
Always one of my favorites here, playing in Canada. Just such wonderful fans, very knowledgeable fans. Love their golf. It's a short season here, so embrace it while you can.
Minjee to take the lead. Well, here in the Golden Horseshoe, that one takes half a lap around the cup at the 10th. I'm not sure how that didn't drop.
That was a wonderful roll. Quite unlucky here. Looks like it catches the low side, but without any real pace. Fly.
Off to the 11th, Minjee Lee.
Well, and this hole was long anyway, earlier in the week, yesterday, previous days, but today, because the wind is so much into the players, just added a whole different dimension to length on this hole. Fairways are soft, you're not getting any release on the fairways, so everything is just adding length today. And this one's a little bit out to the right.
She's missed a couple drives to the right already today. Something to watch out for. 8th as well. And, you know, just a lot of high and emotion and probably lack of sleep. They had a delay in travel on Tuesday, which set them back. You feel like you've got to press to get ready for this week, and it just can wear on your body.
Second for Minjee at the 11th.
Yeah, she doesn't have the luxury of a good lie. I mean, this one was sitting down really nasty. Only a few inches off the first cut there.
That shut the face right down, Karen, and that's going to be a really tricky leave. Awkward yardage, short-sided. Going to have to take some magic there.
PGA title, and she would so dearly love to win this championship, her national title again. How tough is this third from Minjee?
Oh, it's brutal. Really tough lie. And you got that bunker to carry with no green, but that was back into the wind. But smartly played out to the right, Morgan, to give herself more room over that bunker.
Yeah, the only way to get it close was to hit a very...
Gets the blade to cooperate there. She's got a club champion, Matthew Sim, on the bag here at Mississauga Golf and Country Club. And how about this? Brooke Henderson at 8 under. Another Canadian, Aphrodite Ding, now at -7. And Minjee trying to stay tied for the lead.
Not an easy putt. This one's going to break down to the left.
And so Brooke Henderson, for the first time this week, has the lead outright. Played well early last week in Portland, where she's won a couple of times, and now back. So Minjee Lee now one back on the tee at the par 5 12th.
Quite a bit of helping wind in this one. Should be able to get quite far down there.
You're starting to see the golf course firm up a little bit. We had about a half.
Second shot, par 5 12th for Minjee Lee.
And this is a 4-iron from 196 to the front, 212 to the hole. Looks good.
Lovely shot.
Just that little bit of extra downwind. We're seeing a few players start to go for this green. I like it.
Under and into a tie for second at the moment. But Minjee Lee has designs on gaining a little ground here at the 12th. Two outstanding shots, Karen.
Yeah, they really were. But it doesn't get much easier once you get on this green. This putt's going to break down to the left. Hole is cut in a small bowl on that back left portion of the green. So judging the speed is going to be crucial here.
Yeah, that's what I like, Karen, about this hole being reachable as a par 5. It's a kind of an oddly shaped green relative to, look at this.
Eagle for Minjee to take the lead.
But I mean, if you play it well, it can pay off, but you could also end up with disaster, making this hole reachable. Fantastic putt here.
How about those 3 shots at the 12th from Minjee Lee?
Enticed by the risk reward and reaps all the rewards with this one.
And she's riding high after her 3rd different major title. She had won the U.S. Women's Open and the Mundial.
Still pretty thick there.
Now up by 1, Minjee Lee at 13.
Oh, and you've got to keep this one a little bit more down the right because you can run out of fairway on the left with this hole being downwind.
So in with a bogey. And now Minjee, the leader, at 13.
And she can get to this green as well. 218 to the front, 241 to the hole. You've got that helping wind, so you can land it at the front edge, and the softness of them, I think this will hold as well, even though she's from that fringe.
Just starting to firm up a little bit, landed it all the way onto the green as opposed to just in front, but not a bad spot there, pitching back in.
The leader, Minjee Lee, 3rd shot, par 5, 13th.
That was a tough one because the grass was growing into her just from where everybody walked off the green.
So that'll be for birdie. She's left her nation breathless so many times over the last decade. Minjee to increase the lead. So she's going to walk away from these back-to-back par 5s. 2 under, an eagle at the 12th and a par at 13. Decision award to whoever leads the field of those who make the cut in greens in regulation. Padre and Anna Rukarn currently leading, and it's an extra $25K for girls initiatives to the First Tee Ontario here in Southern Ontario, the Golden Horseshoe around Lake Ontario. Now Minjee Lee leading it by 1 and getting ready at the 14th.
She's gone with 1 club less. This is an 8-on for Minjee. Typically has been about a club stronger with her irons than Akie. Just getting a little bit more blustery at the moment. So maybe have increased 5 to 10 miles per hour right now, more than it was a few minutes ago.
Yeah, those are 2 of the best judged shots that we've seen.
Some gray clouds overhead, but comfortable temperatures and a great day for golf. We've seen phenomenal shot making, some big putts hold, both of those from Minjee Lee. And now at the 14th, Minjee has a putt to increase her lead.
She does. And it's a little downhill though.
Long putter that Minjee put in at the beginning of this year, and some great early results, and has carried it through to another major championship.
Well, I mean, she played phenomenally well at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in some really tough conditions with wind, when everybody was thinking that the long putter might not stand up to it, but She absolutely held firm.
Shot 62 on that Sunday in the season opener, the Hilton Grand Vacations tournament, at 9 under at the 14th. No problem. Got a major championship feel. This used to be a major for 22 years, and no surprise that you've got the very best in the world up here at the top.
Golf Canada's.
So Gino's going to stay at 8 under, and now Minjee tied for the lead on the tee at that par 4.
Yeah, you just have to be careful of running through into that bunker on the right, keeping it in the fat part of the fairway.
Yeah, that'll leave her a little bit of a longer shot, as softly as one of the very best drivers on tour, Brooke Henderson.
Yeah, has been. Here's a pretty good one as well, Minjee Lee.
It is. She's got 149 to the hole. Plays up 9, using a 7-iron.
It had been a little bit since Minjee had won until she got the victory there at the KPMG Women's P. And now atop the leaderboard. This just a moment ago over at 15 down the hill, Minjee. So it was an eagle putt from Minjee that put her in front of Brooke. But now Brooke's hole out from the bunker.
Green.
This is the par putt from Minjee. It wasn't a tap in by any means, but Minjee stays at 9 under. That takes you up from the green to the tee. And now Minjee, could you hear that roar from Brooke, and could you tell it was a big moment, Karen?
Yes, you could. No question about it. You know exactly whose roar that was for. Yep, no worries there. That'll give herself a nice little short shot into this par 4.
Pro at the end of 2014, now a decade as a professional, one of the very best of her generation, and a great chance again. Minjee second at 16.
Just beautiful technique there. 3/4 wedge. She just looks more centered.
Yeah, the 15-year-old Canadian amateur Aphrodite Ding, who, by the way, is tied for 7th. And should she finish in the top 10 tomorrow, she'll get a spot next week at the FM Championship in Boston. Minjee has this at the 16th. After a great approach, this for birdie.
It's a bit uphill. The wind's on her front, so they get the impression that, in spite of the slope of the green, that I don't think this is going to move much because of that.
It looked like a good roll, just didn't play quite enough break.
And so she'll stay at 9.
Minjee's been a little bit longer off the...
Go ahead.
She's longer off the tee than Akie's been, so expect her to be able to get a little bit more behind this one.
Morgan, you've seen her make an ace on a par 4.
I did. It's with a 5-wood, though. 5-wood at Aviara.
Could be a good
Very
line.
good line.
Oh, look at this, Morgan.
Not an ace, but pretty darn good, and she'll have that to tie Brooke at 11 under. You had a pretty good view of that one, too. Yep, Minjee, ear to ear after that tee shot. That to shoot 2 under par 69. Minjee Lee rolled in a long one at the par 5 12th for eagle. She's got this One from short range for a second eagle, and this to tie the lead.
It is from short range, but it's not an easy putt. It has quite a bit of movement to the right. The hole is significantly tilted towards the front of the green. So she's going to have to imagine this sort of falling in the left side of the hole at probably 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock-ish. Oh, like a boss.
No problem for Minjee Lee. She answers Brooks' eagle at the 17th. Brilliant tee shot. Pays it off. And has a great chance to do it again. Minjee Lee offers second eagle of the day at 8.
Oh, and this one's not going to make her very happy.
All right, so this Saturday, now she trails by that number. And who's first? Looks like Minjee first, Karen?
Yeah, only because she doesn't really have much of a shot. She's on a massive incline from the bunker, so just going to plonk this one out into play.
Okay.
Just allowing Ake a little bit more time to figure out her shot. Well, she's only got 109, and honestly, it was a really smart play because she was on a massive upslope and really would have struggled to have got anything close to the green because of the upslope. Just really playing to her strength now, which is giving yourself a good number and trying to figure this out.
Maybe not quite.
Not quite. 107. Yeah. Yeah, so there's the flags for fitness.
And there's room for us to.
We have 10 behind. Sorry?
It's like 3 foot.
Yeah. That's good.
Somebody up there.
It is. Yeah.
Just fighting a little bit of a wind gust at the moment. Good ball flight for that wind.
Oh, that disappeared.
You heard them kind of talk, and Minjee thinking it was playing a little bit less into the wind than what Mikey thought. Comes up short. Probably needed to carry that another 5 yards almost.
Here's our last group
That's
of
not
the day.
going to be an easy shot.
Eli and Minjee.
Going into a final round for the first time since that victory at the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions at the beginning of 2023. Karen, how about this fourth?
Well, there's, as you can imagine, quite sticky grass around the edge of this green. And it's a really delicate shot because it's all downhill towards the hole.
Wow! Another master class from Minjee.
Ho-hum par right there for Minjee Lee. What a way to finish. And I think that's interesting to see them both tied heading into tomorrow. Potentially takes a slight bit of pressure off of Brooke, not having the lead outright, and changes their mentality. Becomes a bit match play-esque tomorrow. Nothing to protect, no lead.
Had she not gotten this up and down, it could have been a 2-shot lead for Brooke, to your point. Instead, up and down in 1 shot.
Yeah, it's just a different mental game plan when you're tied for the lead with somebody. What you do depends a lot more on what they do. Of course, they'll be paired together tomorrow. An aggressive nature of game plan.
It's a player who became the first in LPGA history to shoot 2 rounds of 62 or better in the same week. That was in Thailand when she came up a shot short. But Minjee, what a finish from her. Brilliant tee shots. Yeah, Mikey said he survived it.
Thanks for walking with us.
And she turns that brilliant tee shot into an eagle. A little rose.
Thanks, Grant. Minjee, I had the pleasure of watching any number of fantastic shots from you today. Is there any one in particular that stands out to you?
I mean, I made 2 eagles, so they were both quite exciting and entertaining. So, yeah, I would say those 2 are my highlights. And obviously the chip in on the last, there's no pictures on the scorecard. That's That's what my caddy said afterwards.
He has some wise words, doesn't he, Mikey? What about when you're looking forward to tomorrow? Is it important for you to be in that last group playing with Brooke, or would you be happy just somewhere close?
I think either way, regardless of being in the last group, I would have, done the exact same thing, gone out and stuck to my game plan. So I think it would just be extra exciting being in the final group with Brooke.
We heard the loud roars out there for Brooke already today. Is there anything that you do in particular to prepare for the extra loud roars that could be happening out there?
I think because I kind of expected, if there wasn't any, I don't know, it wouldn't be as exciting. I hope we have a great battle tomorrow, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
No question about it. And it would be remiss of me to not ask you about how much of an impact the long putter has made to you this year, because it's quite obvious how great you're playing with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it many times before. It's given me a lot of freedom. I've worked a lot on my putting, and put countless hours trying to get it right, and I feel like maybe just put a little bit too much pressure on myself. So I think the long putter has given me just that much more confidence now, and I can just putt with just freedom and some confidence.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow. And Minjee 2.0 with the new putter. I love it.
Thank you.